Choices matter. So choose well. Oh, yeah. So get some wisdom. Yeah, get wisdom. Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Brown with Proclaim Ministries, and many of you may know me already. Some of you may not know me, but one of the joys I get in life is going to public school speaking about choices. I have an organization called Hello, Mr. Brown. Also, we're the Choose Well program, where I get to go and speak to students through assemblies, classroom visits, and even making videos for those students. And my ultimate message is this, that when you make better choices, you will live a better life. So some of you may not know why I always say choose well and oh yeah, because that's what we do with the kids. I say choose well, they say oh yeah. If you want more information about that, just visit hellomrbrown.com. Now, this is not just a selfish plug of mine. This is the idea behind this verse, because I think choices really do matter. As I mentioned before, I think the entire book of Proverbs, in my mind, can be summed up this way. When you make better choices, you live a better life. So choose well. And this verse really helps us see that these choices just don't impact you. And that's what I'm always trying to teach students. Your choices impact you now and later, but they also impact others around you. And this verse today, in our 23rd day of our series, Get Wisdom, says this. Proverbs 23, verse 25. Let your father and your mother be glad. Let her who bore you rejoice. Your choices matter. And let me just talk to students separately and then the parents as well. Students, choose well. Make good choices or make better choices, live a better life. And understand those choices will impact you, but they also will impact those around you, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your cousins, and even your parents. And it's not that I want you to live under the pressure always pleasing your parents, but I want you to live with the idea that you are representing them and yourself. And when you make those better choices, you will live a better life. Now, I know sometimes students, your parents can push you in directions to go off to school and be this or be that. And you may not want to be a doctor or a lawyer. And so I'm going to talk to my parents in a minute about that. But whatever you do, make sure you're making choices that will honor them and honor yourself. Be a person of integrity to do what you say you're going to do. Be a person of honesty, responsibility, respectful person. Those are the core things, I think, and a few others that will help you to be a great person and to make better choices and have a better life, but also will honor them. Now, you may not always be able to please your parents in everything you do, because they may want you to go down a road you're not really wanting to go. And the idea of being a doctor, and I meet students all the time who struggle with, my parents want to be a doctor, but I don't want to be a doctor. I love the arts. But parents saying, be a doctor. And I understand that pressure. But ultimately, focus on having great character and being a person of moral character, a person that honors God, because that will ultimately please your parents, because they'll get over the idea that you're not going to be a doctor, I hope. Parents, make sure you focus on the essential things when it comes to your students and choices they make. What if your child's not wired to be a doctor? See, each child is made a little differently. You know that proverb that says, train up a child in the way he should go? That verse talks about the fact that each child is like a tree, and they got a certain route they're going to go. You want to train them up in the route of respect and honesty, respecting God, loving God, fearing the Lord, yes. But they may go a different route than you went. They may want to go into the arts and not the medical field. They may want to go into the medical field, not into law. They may want to be a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and not be a woman with a career. I don't know where they want to be, but make sure, parents, we're focusing on the right things and not the wrong things. They may not want to be an athlete, but don't force them to be an athlete so you can live out your dreams through them, because that will be that causes a lot of problems in our kids. And we want to make sure that we keep the main thing, or the essential things, that they have a fear of the Lord, that they love the Lord with all their heart, mind, soul, and strength, love their neighbors themselves, that they believe in Jesus, they trust Christ as their Savior, and they're making choices to honor their Lord and Savior. And all the other stuff will fall into place. And so students, I think this verse really speaks to the fact that it's important that you choose well. Oh yeah, that you make choices that help you live a better life, but also honor your parents. Your parents will be honored and joy when they see you. The verse says they will rejoice. The mother who bore you will rejoice. And I pray that the choices I'm making in my life is making my mom rejoice, that she looks at my life and go, I'm proud of my son. I'm proud of my boy. I didn't do everything perfectly, but ultimately I pray she's proud of me. And I'm not living for her to be proud of me. If we talked about before, that I focus on the audience of one, that I'm trying to please the Lord. Whatever I do, I please him, right? But I do in my mind say, you know what? I'm glad that my mom raised me a certain way, and hopefully she can look back at the work she did and say, you know what? I'm proud of my boy. And that's what I want for my sons. My son and my daughter, my sons and my daughters. I want to be able to look and say, you know what? That's my boy. Those are my girls. I'm proud of them. And I want the same thing from my mom, that I will live a life and live a way that she can smile and say, that's my boy. And again, that's not my ultimate concern. My ultimate concern is pleasing God. But in the same time, I believe she will be pleased with me too. Again, our verse for 23rd day of the book of Proverbs, 23rd day. Well, I want to say 31. 23rd day of our book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 25. Let your father and your mother be glad. Let her who bore you rejoice. And I pray your parents will rejoice as you make better choices in your life to live a better life. And parents, I pray you rejoice over them no matter what career choice they take, if it's not the career choice you want for them, but that they are being people of integrity, of honor, of respect, responsibility, and keeping the main thing, and of ultimately that they fear the Lord. So that's it. Day 23, get wisdom. Oh, yeah. Oh, choose well. Oh, yeah.